Hey, you know what? I know it's not Sunday, right? It's not. It's not Sunday at all. It's not a fever dream. It's real. It's happening. It's high off the glass. I'm OThaGreat. I am here. I am so happy to be here on a Friday. Look here, y'all. We got a lot going on this weekend. There is tremendous. There's a bunch of stuff going on this weekend. I am so happy to do this show. My brother, Coach Damon, played a sound studio audience. Coach Damon Hill is in the audience today. The audience is on the mic today. He is co-hosting with me. What is it? On as my illustrious guest that we have on, who is about to be brought on in 2 seconds by my amazing executive producer, Justin Kickett. We have Mr. Bro, I don't even know. To be honest with you, oh shoot, come on, Cursor. Where you at, Cursor?
What's up, Grant?
Yo, what in? Yo, Just, come here. What you do with this computer, Just?
He over here looking like Zoolander.
Right, this shit. See.
Zoolander 2024.
I can't find. Just come fix this shit. Yo, I have no cursor. Oh, there it is. All right, bet. This shit is stupid. Yo, my amazing guest that came in the building today, Grant. I don't even know your name, but Grant, the amazing locksmith, is in the building. Everybody, we're so happy he is here. How are you, Grant?
The mobile locksmith.
The mobile locksmith. How are you, G? Oh, you muted. You muted. Okay, yo. Just come in here and unmute Grant, and I got to get this thing off the screen. Come here. This is starting off amazingly. I love how great this is starting. Close that. There we go. Get him off. Get him unmuted. We are jumping into it. Like I said, we are. I am busy this weekend. What up, Slim? How you living, bro? I am busy this Sunday. I am doing High on the Vine. I am so excited about that amazing event that is hosted by my boy Big J. That is Elite Homegrown Academy. That is Elitist brand. I am doing that this Sunday. So I am doing the show today. Luckily, Coach was available to do it today, so we're here to knock it out. It has been a little minute since we have done High Off the Glass. Last Sunday, I was blessed. I was able to be in Chicago, Illinois, one of my favorite fucking cities. And I saw, thank you, sir, right on Just for hooking it up. I got to see one of my favorite groups ever in life, which was the Fugees. And the Fugees completely ripped it. They killed it. Was up there with my lady, and we enjoyed it. It was amazing. It was an amazing show. So just blessed to see them cats. That was a bucket list. I had already seen Miss Lauryn Hill when she was here. I guess it was the 15th anniversary or whatever for 15th anniversary for Miss Education, and now I got to see the 25th anniversary tour for Miss Education, and it's the 27th year of The Score coming out, y'all. So that show, that was a bucket list, and since we couldn't do it earlier, we could do it now. Grant, the mobile locksmith, is in the building. How are you, Grant?
Doing well. Can you hear me?
Oh, yes, I can. We can definitely hear you, brother. Thank you for jumping in. This was very last minute, and I appreciate you jumping on. You are an ex basketball player. Your skill was known here in because wait, hold up. Did you even play in St. Louis?
No, I'm not from St. Louis.
Exactly.
I'm from Ohio.
Exactly.
In Ohio.
Yeah, that's why I didn't say St. Louis. And your skill was known in Ohio. I remember you coming on the show and telling us your story. And I need you, bro. Okay, Grant, I need you because I am here to talk about the little bit of the season that just popped off, and Coach is here to just disagree with everything I got to goddamn say.
I'm here to tell you the real about basketball.
So I need you to help us figure this the hell out. Later in the show today, we're going to jump into Learn Something segment. Then we're going to jump into the Marijuana Minute because there is a lot going on with marijuana right now in the United States of America and globally. But first off, I'll start with you, Grant. What have you thought of this short NBA season so far? What has stuck out to you?
Well, obviously Wemby, right? that outburst he had the other night, last night, is very impressive, right? But I mean, it comes to say, I mean, he's 7'5" and the rim is 10 foot.
Right.
Any type of skill you got, it's gonna make it easy.
7'3.5".
So
7'3.5".
you know.
Wait a minute, hold on.
So
before we go further, I'm sorry, I'm gonna interrupt you.
Why you gonna interrupt? He just started.
What's your squad?
I don't have a squad. I'm just a fan of the game.
All right, okay.
So I ain't biased.
Last time we had him on. Go ahead. Sorry, G. Go ahead.
No problem. I'm just so Wemby is impressive, you know. But with every let's say with every great player, there's always a counter. So we're gonna see who his counter gonna be, because you know every great player always has some type of stopper that they come up with, right? Either it's gonna be nature, or it's gonna be nurtured. So we're gonna see what happens. I like how Luka just came in shape. Right, I like how the Mavs is playing at a high level.
Yeah.
The Lakers look good.
Yeah.
LeBron is still amazing.
Yeah.
Right. What else?
Hold on,
the
G.
Greek.
I want your opinion, but I got to go back on what you just said. What do you mean every great player always has, you know, opposition? Because I could think of a couple players that don't really have an equal. I guess LeBron the only equal, right? I mean, LeBron is fighting time, but he's doing pretty damn good. Goat didn't have an equal. I know he said other things other than players, but Goat didn't have nobody that was on his level. I mean,
you can say that, but T-Mac was on his level for a minute.
Who?
T-Mac.
Who was on who level?
Kobe.
Oh, I said GOAT. I said GOAT.
You talking about Jordan?
Yeah, he didn't have no.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, Jordan. I would say this: Jordan is an anomaly because of the fact that he was the first one to come out like that. Right. So the skill level, nobody saw it. So once you saw it, people started to adapt.
Right.
So I would say Jordan is the only one who really didn't have an opposition in the beginning, but I would say, you know, because if you look at it, Larry had, you know, Magic, Kareem had Wilt,
right.
Bill had Wilt,
right.
Larry Bird, well, like I said, he had Magic, Charles Barkley. You could say it was.
He had GOAT. He had Patrick. He had everybody else.
He had right. You know, so Jordan was the only one that really didn't have a true opposition that was his size, his speed, his strength, his skill level to kind of slow him down. Right. But you know, if you go on further down the line, Kobe had T-Mac, LeBron had Kobe. LeBron had everybody really, because he came right smack in the middle of an era and then ran into his own era, which they tried to take him down. You know, Shaq had really nobody.
He had all the big name centers in the 90s. But this is my question: when you said what you said, when I said what I said, more importantly, what is it? Coach over here smirking and laughing. You tell me, Coach, who the hell was on GOAT level? Because when I said that, you laugh like I'm lying. Who was on GOAT level?
First of all, we all know the GOAT is Kareem.
What up, Cass? How you living, money? What up, bro?
Dominique
What up, Miss Monica?
Dominique Wilkins didn't have nothing for Jordan.
No,
well, I mean, Dominique was a small forward too, though.
Okay, so
what the hell?
Dominique, what you think Dominique just was a bump on the log when they played?
No. Okay, don't get me wrong. Neek is the shit. Like, I'm not gonna take nothing away from Neek.
He used to give them the business.
Okay, but maybe in the regular season, fam. But when you talk about somebody being
putting qualifiers on it. We was talking about guys who then gave Jordan the business. Reggie Lewis gave him the business.
Okay, but they still weren't on his level though. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to see. You laugh like there was somebody actually on his level. Where's this player at?
I do believe one team was sending him home repeatedly, sweeping his ass out the playoffs.
But once he got in his prime, though, nobody was on his level. Like that's just one team. But anyway,
with the qualifiers,
yeah. Anyway, you're not making sense. We're gonna go forward. So okay, so you said Wemby. What else what else are your big takeaways from earlier in this early season, Big G?
Well, Clippers look good too. They should have won. They should have beat the Lakers, but they should have. But you know, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that was coaching. I would say that was, let's say, referees calling foul. I mean, it's tough. They got a lot of weapons. They look good. They should have won.
Right.
You know, the ball just ain't bouncing their way. I'll say that.
Help me out with that game, because I'm gonna say two things. Coach, did you watch that game? Be honest.
Nah.
See, that's what I'm saying. Would you have normally watched that game?
Would I've normally watched it?
Battle of LA.
I just fell asleep that night.
Okay, you fell asleep. It was West Coast game.
I normally would have seen would have watched them.
G Money, I need you to bring us up to speed on that game because I tried to watch it because I recorded it, right? But I couldn't get through the whole damn thing. First off, I just want to say NBA, piss poor job, NBA, of having a Battle of LA game where you finally got both Los Angeles teams really fucking good, and you have it at the fucking at the break of dawn.
The late night. Yeah.
No, not late night. Well, it's gonna be West Coast. It's gonna be late night.
Yeah,
but
it's a 9:30 game.
Yeah, I ain't tripping off that. Let me say my point. At the fucking breakfast of the damn NBA season, at the genesis of the NBA season, you have a matchup like this. This is not something you have, and you did not advertise it at all because you too busy advertising this fucking in-season tournament.
They did
not for real.
They normally play on the first night of the season.
No, they don't. The Clippers and Fakers don't play like that. No,
yes, they do.
No, Fakers usually play.
They usually play like Christmas.
Clips play
the
something
Lakers
like
and the Clippers have played on the first night of the season many times.
Look that up, fam. Look that up. That is not something that happens every year.
But it was never a hype game because the Lakers will always win, or lately the Clippers will win, but it wasn't like an even matchup. Like this year, like everybody came in healthy, everybody came in like ready, like and the Clippers is stacked.
Yes. That's more of a reason to hype it up, and I think that was a piss poor job by the NBA because they did not hype up that matchup. I really wanted to see that game, and also too, jump into it since we're here, man. I'm gonna let G Money go first. I want your opinion, Coach. What do you think of the Jamie Harden trade?
I mean, I think they should. If a player wants to leave, let him go. Like I understand the contracts and stuff, but. Yeah, let him go. I think with Harden going to the Clippers, it makes it a little bit more interesting because now they don't have to rest them, but they don't have to play them either. Like that Lakers Clippers game, Kawhi was tired, so even though he dropped 30, he wasn't as clutch as he could be. Paul George handled it right. Westbrook handled it, but if Harden was there. It would take the pressure off. Somebody could sit down for a second and, Harden can do his thing, the pick and roll, because that was the problem. So I like the pickup. I like the fact that players want to play with each other because good players bring out the best in good players,
Huh. Okay, Coach, go ahead.
Besides what he said, seriously, looking at it from a basketball point of view, the Clippers did not give up a lot at all. That's what I was saying the other day. The guys the guys that the Clippers gave up, they're not gonna miss them.
So the hell ain't, because they ain't shit neither.
And no, that's not true. They're good bench players.
Yeah, to be honest with you, I'd rather have Nick Batum and Morris off the bench. I really would.
No, you don't. If you look at Nick Batum's career since he signed that contract, it's completely downhill.
That's kind of true. You're so right.
But as far as what the Clippers have now, they can always have the best players on the floor. Even when you get to the second unit, that's what you want. And the misconception about Russell Westbrook and James Harden, that needs to go out the window when you really look at how they play. You talking about it's impossible to call a person a ball hog if you lead the league in assists. That just does not make sense. It's counterproductive. There's no way possible.
Yeah, that's clickbait.
That's what I don't understand how people think like that.
Well, that's people who don't hoop either. Like to be honest, when they was together in Houston, the team was trash. So what do you expect? Like them two dudes just trying to get it, but the rest of the supporting cast is horrible. Now you got them at the Clippers. You can pass the ball and not have to worry about a bad shot going up because I'm passing it to Paul George. I'm passing it to Kawhi. One was an MVP. One is what should have been a bona fide star before he got hurt, but still got it.
The person who people who's not tripping off of enough is Zubac. Zubac is going to benefit so much because Harden and Westbrook pass the ball. They really pass the ball when you look at them play. Okay. And when you have go ahead.
Well, I was going to say elite players don't pass the ball to bums. Not saying that the NBA players is bums, but elite players If they trust you, they're gonna give you the ball. And if they don't, they're gonna shoot it and say get it off the rim.
Right.
Either way it goes, it's a 50-50. It's a high percentage because if I know I can pass it to you, then that means I know you can score. And if I don't think you're gonna score, I know I can score. And if I don't, you're gonna get this rebound and put it in. It's a win-win.
If you run in pick and roll with James Harden and Paul George,
what you gonna do?
You got Kawhi in the corner on the wing. Pick your poison.
Yeah, what you gonna do? Just like the whole Milwaukee Bucks thing. What you gonna do against freaking Dame off the pick and roll?
That's different.
As far as like what you were saying, as far as clickbait, over the past year and a half, not this year, past year and a half in basketball, you had this running joke about Westbrook. But as you can see, like he was saying, when you get with talent, your game looks completely different. But he playing the same way. He's playing the same way with the Clippers. But now it's not where are all the jokes at. It's different when you are playing with talent. You got to, just like you got to play with talent. You got to coach it. You have to have the talent to coach, but you have to have talent to play with. Point blank. If you don't have enough talent around you, and in the chemistry, it ain't gonna work.
But also you got to think about it like on every level. What level do you see teams that don't have more than 3 or 4 great players, right? High school great teams, they always have they starting 5 going all D1 most of the time, right? If they win the state. Right? The championships in college, they top 3 going to the league, right? So when you get to the league, why you got to be on an island by yourself? Why it just got to be you? Because you good? Nah, put me around some star players, just like I was in high school and college, and watch me shine. Because I'm gonna shine just like I did before. That's why Westbrook was having problems because he was in OKC and he had to do everything. And then they start talking about he over here padding stats. It's impossible.
Right?
Y'all done? Y'all done?
Go ahead.
Okay, Coach. You done? You done, Coach?
Go ahead.
Okay. Here's the deal. I sat here and I listened to y'all, and y'all tried to use Westbrook to make your point. I don't know why you try to use somebody else to make y'all point about Jamie Harden. But this is the thing, right? This is why this is utter bullshit with this man and what y'all saying. Everything with him is dope on paper. Everything with him is really good on paper. But what have we seen time after time after time after time again?
What did you
see? No. I'll let you talk.
What did you see?
I'll let you talk. This man samples. We have a huge sample size of this dude's career in minor games, middle important games, and super important games. And I'm gonna tell you what the fuck we see. Every time it is a big game, this dude nuts up and he does not show the hell up, and or he causes chaos on a team where we can't focus on winning or playing the game because we have to get this cancer out of our locker room. I don't understand why y'all think this time it will work. I don't understand why the Clippers were stupid enough to bring this fool on. But NBA players, Russell, I guess, wanted him. Kawhi wanted him. I guess PG wanted him because I don't see them bringing somebody like him in without talking to their star players. But to me, you already had enough. That Clippers team was deep. You didn't need anybody else. And the thing you saying about that Houston team had Harden, had Westbrook, had Eric Gordon, had Clint Capella. That was a good Houston team. It fucked up because Jamie Harden was trash and never wanted to play defense, and he was their best player. Nah, y'all.
Oh, man.
I understand.
Hold on.
The one thing that's no. I'll let y'all talk. Let me finish.
You right.
The one thing y'all not gonna do is sit here and make excuses for this dude's losing time and time again. That's bullshit. And or he is the problem. And why does he have to force his way out of every situation he's at? And you force yourself out of a Philly team. Now, if Daryl Morey told you something and lied to you or whatever the hell, I get it. Daryl Morey's an idiot. He don't know what the hell he doing no way. And guess what? Nobody said this. The 76ers ownership. needs to be called on the carpet for letting Daryl Morey run the team and taking it away from Elton Brand. Elton Brand should have still been running that team because he was doing okay. So to me, I think it's Daryl Morey's fault, but also too, everywhere this big baby wants to go, he gets to go and he cries and kicks his feet. Like the way Damian Lillard did it, he did it like a man. And after years, he said, "Okay, this is too much. Get me out of here." And he did not do the baby crying and kick stomping. And if y'all don't give me my way, then da 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 da. Damon Lillard never did that and still got his way. You know what I'm saying? So, but he didn't get his way. He didn't get to go.
Yeah, he didn't. He wouldn't want to go to Miami.
But eventually, but at the end of the day, he did get his way because he wanted to leave Portland and he got that.
No,
and he's with a better team. He's with a better team than Miami. He's with a way better team than Miami.
Let me ask you this.
He's a way better team. But I'm not done. I'm almost done. All I want to say, and the last thing I'm going to say is this. Harden is over fucking rated. Is the dude talented and good? Yes. But all I know, y'all just tell me the one time where it was clutch winning time, it was a big time game. I'll even take a regular season game.
Game 6 last year against Boston.
That game 6, he had a decent
versus Boston.
He had what did he have? What did he have? Because I just remember him showing up in that game 1 in that series.
Something like that.
Huh?
30 or 40.
He ain't had no 40. You know he ain't had no 40.
He had 30 or 40.
He did not have no 40. You know that.
I'm telling you, he had a big-ass game in Game 6.
Well, give me the stats. What's the stats? Because I'll be honest with you, I just remember him going off in Game 1. Because when they needed him, we won Game 6. We won Game 6. And he wasn't a major obstacle. You know what I'm saying?
I'll give you one. I'll give you one.
Please.
When he was with OKC. When he had 2 studs with him.
Okay.
That's when he was at his absolute best. That's what he's doing now.
What game, though? What game did he do? Because I remember him in the NBA Finals. I remember him in the NBA Finals, Grant, and I remember him doing nothing. The only person who did something in the NBA Finals was Russell Westbrook. Jamie was scared on the bench, and KD was crying to refs because he couldn't get calls. That's what I remember.
Harden was a 6th man at the time. That's why he was on the bench.
But what did he do in the Finals? He didn't do a fucking thing. Okay. So y'all got to help me.
As far as I know, last year the Nuggets won the title, right? Mm-hmm. Nuggets had the 4th best record overall, right?
Correct.
First best. Who had the first best record? Milwaukee. Oh no, it was Boston. I think
overall,
it was Milwaukee.
Yeah, Milwaukee.
Then it was Boston.
Yeah.
Who had the 3rd best record? Philly.
Okay.
If he's such a shitty player,
they had the MVP. They got the MVP on their team. Don't belittle the MVP. They had the whole MVP on their team.
So
the hell? And you ain't gonna discount Joel.
It was the first time in history that you had a team with the leading scorer and leading assist man on the same team. So you're saying Philly gonna have the 3rd best record or better this year without Harden? Since Harden is such a cancer and a fuck up, Houston's gonna be that much. Philly gonna be that much better.
Are you just judging off record wise or how far they go in the playoffs?
Record wise. Philly had the 3rd best record last year in the league.
I'll be honest with you.
Are they going to be significantly better with Harden or not?
I think they'll be better without Harden. Yes, sir.
So that means that if they're going to be better without him, that means that the only way they can go is top 2 in the league.
It ain't gonna happen.
Or they could be top 3. And I'm gonna tell you,
they was top 3 last year. If they're going to be better, that means top 2.
If they're just as good or better, that lets you know if they're just as good or better, that lets you know it wasn't Jamie. And I'm gonna tell you like this: if they slip the 4th or 5th or 6th, I don't give a shit.
That means they were better with him.
I bet you money they'd rather have that fool out the locker room because he did not want to be there.
That's only because they changed it on him. They taken the ball out of his hand. I'm pretty sure they was like, we're going to get a ball to Maxey, and we're going to put you off the ball. That's what happened in Houston too, though. They was letting them know, like, listen, James, we about to move you off the ball and move in a different direction. That's why he wouldn't leave.
That's not true in Houston. All he did was run the point, and that's why him and CP3 couldn't make that shit work because he always had to have the ball. That's not true. And then in Philly, Maxey got the ball a little bit.
It didn't work in Houston because CP3 got hurt in the playoffs. He got hurt in Game 6.
Okay, then, but that's not.
That's why it didn't work. They were the top 2 seed. They had Golden State beat, and Chris Paul got hurt.
They wasn't winning that shit.
I was at the game.
Good for you.
They had them
I watched the whole fucking series.
They had them beat.
They was favored.
They That doesn't. It don't matter what almost happened.
Hurt. That's why they didn't win that
Phoenix
series.
almost came back against the Spurs last night, but they didn't.
Don't get me wrong. Harden came up small in Game 7, but if CP3 was there, they would have won the game.
That's what. And you're right. I get you because that is the.
That was the year when they had Golden State.
That is the thought from that series. If CP3 didn't get hurt, they would have won. But
that's a fact.
If, woulda, coulda, should. No, it's not a fact because the fact is Dubs won and Houston didn't. Just like with every Jamie Harden team, when it's time to win, they lose. That's all I'm screaming. That's all I'm saying.
All I know is you said Philly would be better without James Harden. That means they can only ascend to the top 2 in the league because they were top 3 last year with him.
They're gonna be who gonna take his place in points and assists? That's what I want to know. Who gonna at Philly? Who gonna take his place?
Finna average 10 assists a game. He finna lead the league in assists.
What? I'll be honest with you. Probably point guard is gonna be done by committee since they don't have no set one over there. They got Pat Bev coming off the bench. I don't even know who they starting point guard is, but
it's Maxey.
There you
They're
go.
Gonna give it to Maxey. But listen, Maxey is a scorer. He ain't trying to pass it like that.
Yeah. And that's a problem with Philly too. Let's and I'll keep it a buck. That's a problem with the 76ers is because they want to have somebody run the show and really help out Joel. But it's just like Maxey sometimes, especially in that game earlier this week, I forget who they was playing.
Maxey is nice, but he's not Harden.
Maxey is nice, but this is what Maxey does. Outruns his team. Like this dude is old school De'Aaron Fox. Like he will outrun his team and put up a bad layup because it's a quick shot and just wasted possession after wasted possession. Maxey does that sometimes, but Maxey still balls when it's crucial. All I know is for the last two seasons for postseason basketball with the 76ers, I saw Maxey do more than Harden. I just did. And
That's true. That's true.
Okay, we'll see.
Y'all know that.
It's a lot different when they're expecting you to do that.
Exactly. It's different when you ain't the man. Now the focus going to be on Maxey and Embiid, and we're going to see what he do. I mean, I'm not saying he not going to shine because he is faster and quicker than a lot of people in the league, so he going to get his shot up, But when they put the defense towards him and double him and make him pass it out that double team, and then they face guard Embiid and make Embiid shoot all them 3-pointers, we're going to see what happens. Right. Because if you think about it, Wemby is going to hold Embiid, right? Yeah. So they going to equal themselves out. Maxey is gonna go ham against the Spurs, but they're gonna double him, and they're gonna pass it to who?
Okay, yeah, true that. Okay, so since you done jumped into it, is that who the Sixers got Spurs in the first round of the in-season tournament?
No.
Well, I don't even know. I didn't even look.
He was just throwing a hypothetical situation.
Yeah, I just doing a hypothetical because that's his only. I mean, you think about it, right? The big man right now, is Giannis, it's Embiid, Jokic. Because this is the year of the big man that can shoot the 3, right? And the new one is Wemby.
Bobo, that's my boy. I want to see him stunt this year. That is my dude.
But they own Bobo because they saying that he was supposed to be Wemby. But they saying the difference between him and Wemby is that Wemby wants it and Bobo don't. So if he come out with some nuts this year, I expect him to be the only one that really stopped Wemby because he got the target on him. They kind of throwing him under the bus now.
I never heard that about Bobo.
That man just had 2 chances this week.
Who did? Bobo?
He just had 2 chances. He couldn't get on the floor.
And he didn't get on the floor. What in the hell?
He better do something before March come when they play him again back to back.
Yo, G, where did you hear that? Because that you might be right. Because like Coach just said, he had 2 opportunities this week to play against the best new big man in the league who was fucking clowning, and he didn't see the floor. Like, because to me, right, a lot of shit that happens with Phoenix offense when it goes to the Nurkic, and this happened in Portland too. Nurkic makes like dumbass mistakes. Like Nurkic makes like in the 3 seconds in the paint too long, defensive 3 seconds, or too hard to screen. Say what?
I always like Nurkic.
I hear you, but he makes a lot of dumb mistakes. If you peep, I don't understand.
The reason I like him because Nurkic is a tough ass dude. And I like anybody that play tough, especially when you're European.
He tough. I feel him on that, but Nurkic like really stifles their offense when he's out there because he makes dumb mistakes. But where did you hear that, G? With
the comparison? They talking about that on ESPN all day and night now because they trying to. That's on ESPN. It's on a lot of the platforms like Facebook and Instagram. Like the ESPN, like they compare because who they trying to compare with? They trying to give him a foe. That's what they trying to do. They trying to give him a nemesis so that they can market it.
Chet.
And the only person closest to him is Bo because he was the first one before him. And they was trying to hype him up early because he was starting for a minute for the Magic, but he wasn't really doing what he needed to do.
They're gonna make Chet his rival. I'm telling you, they're making Chet his rival.
They trying to do that as well. Now he gonna go for it though.
They want to give Chet Rookie of the Year, but Rookie of the Year just got sealed up.
For sure.
Rookie.
They just said
all through the summer. It was many people who were saying Chet was gonna be Rookie of the Year. Many people.
I ain't hear nobody
because
say that.
They were saying Chet. They were saying Chet had an advantage because he was going through the same
year
that Griffin did, but he traveled with the team. He got stronger.
Yeah.
Right.
He got a chance to see the game. That's why people was thinking he was going to have an advantage.
Yeah.
And
like Blake Griffin that one year.
And Chet did get better, and he did get stronger.
Yeah.
But Rookie of the Year just got sealed.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah, he just set a record already.
I don't want to say it's sealed up in November.
It's a done deal. Trust me. That man is
be.
doing moves like Wilt Chamberlain.
Yeah, better than Wilt.
And they are finally they're actually learning, and he's learning.
Yeah.
He's learning. I just saw it. Yeah. He learning. Oh, Eric Gordon, I'm going straight to the middle of the rim.
Got to.
Anybody who's smaller than me, I know now I'm going straight to the middle of the rim.
He's unstoppable. He's unstoppable.
Now the other players are realizing, just throw it on up.
Yeah.
Just throw it up, and I
got
it.
To that motherfucker. Yeah.
It's a done deal.
Yeah.
It is over.
Yeah.
It's like Kenny Smith at the dunk contest. It's over. I'm talking about, man.
Yeah.
This dude is. These are the same kind of moves that Wilt Chamberlain did on them highlights, man. When I seen him doing, it's just one he just turned and just flipped it, and it's like,
he gonna hit 100.
You got to see how the players are reacting. Think about it. He ain't even going to the line.
Hold on, right?
He only went to the line 6 times.
That's true. You think he gonna hit 100 points, G?
Yeah, you gotta understand. This is the worst he gonna be. This is the worst he gonna be. He just hit 38, 10 and 4 against KD. Right?
Like, good God.
And KD is unstoppable. LeBron can't even shot KD.
Take the offense out the equation. Look at his D.
Yeah.
He getting steals.
Yeah.
He's playing all over the perimeter.
Yeah.
And he getting back
the
to
worst.
the middle.
Yeah. This is the worst. He gonna average 50.
Man, I seen him on the right wing.
He gonna average 50 points.
In his third, fourth year, when he gets strong, he gonna average 50.
Ooh, shit. Yeah, okay. Here's the thing. Coach been hype on this dude for a while. I seen what he was. I thought he looked dope, but I was just like, I ain't gonna really, get hype until I see him actually in the league. And I had a wait and see mentality. Coach was mad at me for having that, but I had it because common fucking sense. And this dude is that deal. Like the way he handles the rock, the way he gets in the paint. I wish he stay in the paint a little bit more. I'm not gonna front. I wish he do more stuff down there. But the defensive presence and the offensive presence. The way this is how you know you dope, right? The way KD was talking about dude after the last game, the Thursday night game, the way KD was talking about dude reminded me of the way Legend was talking about GOAT when they played when GOAT dropped 63 on their ass in the Garden in '86.
And they said he was Jesus in the flesh.
Yeah, I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? Like the way KD was talking about this cat reminded me of that. It's fucking stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like he's dumb nice. He's all that shit. He's like that. Like when me and my friends was little and shit, and we would make up before you could do it on the game. We would draw like basketball players, somebody who we think that would be dope, or we would talk about somebody who would be dominant in the league.
We was making them up on the game.
Well, yeah, but I don't know if you could make cats this tall.
You could.
The cat we would talk about was this dude. It was this dude. Like
my guy was left-handed though.
I feel you.
And he was my point guard. He was 7'3" and 310.
Yeah. So we literally we would if we could make up a dude or get on the game and make a dude, we would make or talk about somebody who is Wemby, and we actually got it. It's
put it like this,
crazy.
And I'm being completely serious.
It's crazy.
Have you seen the movie about Giannis?
The one, no, Rise.
You really need to see that movie about Giannis.
Oh, it
Trust
looks so
me.
corny.
No, it's not. It's not. First of all, it'll give you a greater respect for Giannis. It really did with me.
Okay.
But
I know some of his story already.
When you see the comparison about where he came from as a hooper to where he is now, and then when you think about Wemby, this is Giannis on steroids. And Giannis is already. Imagine Giannis with a jump shot. consistent.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what it is.
He don't even go to the line yet. Imagine them getting regular line numbers like Harden, like 9 to 11 free throws a game.
And when that happens,
that's what I'm saying. He averaging 50.
Yeah, that's gonna go. Yep, exactly.
Because you already got a consistent jump shot.
Yeah,
it's not. But what I was noticing, the refs are trying to realize how to call games too with him. Because he had a play last night where he had, it was like it wasn't a tip in, it was an alley, but he got fouled, but they didn't call it.
Yeah.
And it's a few times he ain't even getting calls yet.
Yeah,
so
I know which one you talking about.
When he started getting calls,
too. Yeah,
it's a wrap.
I get what you're saying.
This is just
he's probably gonna get in here. He's gonna change some shit. He has the ability to do it. I just can't wait to me right now. I don't see what's stopping them from getting into playing. I know they getting into playing. I don't see. I don't think they're not going to get.
Here already said that.
I think Giannis is going to show him something though, because Giannis is him, but Giannis is physical. He can jump. Giannis is going to put. That's the game I want to see. I want to see them two match up because I think Giannis is going to stop him. Yeah, you know. Because you got to understand, like every person has an alter ego. Every person has a opposite, right?
Right.
They got an opposite, and then now you trying to figure it out. Like that's why you say KD was talking about him, because when KD was talking at the same time, he thinking like, how can we stop him? Like, what can I do?
Yeah.
And he was thinking like, I really can't do nothing because I done got hurt. Like my athleticism ain't there no more. Yeah. Giannis is still fresh.
Actually, that first Giannis meeting is gonna be like Shaq and Yao Ming.
When the hell is that? Is it during this fucking tournament? Like when is it?
If they win, it might be.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But the thing about it is the Spurs really ain't good though. His surrounding cast is trash.
But see,
so
right?
Say that. But they not trash.
That one dude, Vizant, he's pretty good. Vassell,
Keldon Johnson averaged 22 a game.
Yeah, like real talk.
When last year?
Yeah, Keldon Johnson averages 22 a game last year.
But for a losing team, though, anybody can average. And again, we're talking about NBA players, right? I ain't trying to dismantle nobody or nothing like that. But if you average 22 on a losing team, on a winning team, you averaging 10.
You got to remember though, they was trying to tank.
True.
Right.
So that gave him confidence as being a scorer in the league. Because that what he did to KD on Tuesday night. If that was my son, if KD was my son, you mentioned a ride home, man. I didn't pay my money, and you just let this boy just gangster the ball from you. But KD gets a pass for these things repeatedly. I don't know why. But getting back to what you were saying though,
he just standing there.
When you playing with a guy like that, now you didn't just up everybody's confidence.
Exactly. That's why I was going to say, that's the thing with the Spurs team, and that's what was on evident with these back-to-back games in Phoenix, and they both on the road. And if you watch that game, Phoenix got it, cut the 27-point in Thursday night game, cut the 27-point lead.
They tied it.
No, they tied it up. They tied it up, and then for Phoenix to get that, get fouled, go to the free throw line, go up 117, 116, you know what I'm saying? And then to be able to hold on to that on the road. I got to give them props on that. And this is what Coach was just saying, and this is the big takeaway I had. What is this cat? Wemby is having these brothers play out of their minds. They're playing ahead of themselves. These are no-name dudes like you talking about on this team, but with talent. But they're playing above their heads because they see in him. You know what I'm saying? That's why Coach.
That's the LeBron effect.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So pretty soon it's gonna be the damn Wemby effect. And I'm not gonna lie, Coach did say this at the start of the season. I think before we preseason, he said they were gonna make the play-in. We laughed at him. I gotta take it back. You were right. They gonna make the damn play-in. Like, you know what I'm saying? The Cats is dope. Shit, I said it on Today on Sirius radio.
I don't know.
Dog radio.
I don't know.
I'm gonna tell you one thing I've seen in the beginning of the season. I think I was a year ahead of time.
Yeah.
The Pelicans. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Because Zion is healthy.
I'm already with you on
Zion.
Nah. I seen him in person.
Yeah, remember though.
They're 4-1 right now.
When Zion got hurt last year, the Pelicans was number one in the West.
Yeah.
It's proven.
When they all playing,
they don't get a chance to play together, but they healthy now.
Right.
I just CJ was ridiculous last night.
Right.
He had like 25 in the first half.
I want to and before we get out of here, because we about to run out of some time, because this is some good talk over here. I already know what coaches thought is with this. G Money and audience, you know what I'm saying? We already know what coach loves this NBA tournament. He is ridiculously hyped for it. What say you, G Money? Where are you at for this in season NBA Cup tournament thing?
I like it. As a professional, you get bored. Like the same old thing. You're gonna get bored because it's the same routine. Now they done put some incentives in it. They done put some money on it. You know, I think it's gonna be interesting. To see who really gonna go out there and get it because really, a competitor is a competitor. No matter if I'm dormant or not. If you put something in front of me that's new, like the bubble, you saw who really wanted it, right? And that was new. So, it's the same thing. I think it's interesting. I think it's going to give it a little higher level of competitiveness. We're going to see who really got it and who don't, You can't sit down no more. And they changed the rules. That sit out stuff is done. You can't rest people no more.
It's true.
And then I think really what I think is going to happen is that players is going to get stronger again because just like in the old times, they had to play all the time. More you play, the more your body gets stronger and it lasts longer. So you're gonna see a lot more players play better. You're gonna see a lot more intensity. You're gonna see a lot of different things coming. The league gonna change because they gotta adapt to what's going on.
Right.
I think they're gonna let the fouls come back. I think a lot of things is gonna come back.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. In the first round of this thing, it's Milwaukee's up 10 on the Knicks, 53-43, and it's a tight one right now in the third quarter between the Pacers and the Cavs. Go ahead, Indy. 135 left in the third. I'm just me personally. I'm gonna say this before I give it to Coach. I'm just not hyped for it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not hyped for it because I don't know what it is. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what it is. When it's explained to me, it sounds stupid, and then when I try to read it, it sounds stupid. And then I'm also thinking too, what happens with the teams if you lose in the first round of this, second round of this, and it's still going on? What happens? Do you sit at home and get to chill, or do you go back to your NBA season? Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? It's just
it can't get explained simple enough. It's just regular games. It's just a regular schedule.
So what happens then when we're losing teams? What do?
We just keep you playing your schedule. Okay.
They should get fined.
You go back to your schedule even though this tournament is still going on.
Ain't never changed nothing has changed. It's just pool play on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
But again, no, if you're out, do you go back to your NBA schedule?
No one is deviating from their schedule. These are all regular scheduled games. It's just on a Tuesday and Friday, they're counting as pool games. That's it.
Huh.
And then whoever got the best record from the pools, they play in the semis.
Oh yeah, so it's only on Tuesdays and Fridays?
That's what I've been told you.
Oh my God. This shit.
But you got it's like back when you were in high school when you had the tournaments in the weekend, like they doing the same, like they not changing the routine. It's the same stuff. Like every level, it has the same tournament style. The NBA never just had a tournament style to the end.
Not in the pros, G. Exactly. And the only tournament we got in the pros is the only tournament we need, which is the playoffs. That's the only one. But look. I'll give y'all this. I was not for the play-in tournament when they first introduced that because I didn't understand that at first. But see how that played out and how dope that was. I was with it. You know what I'm saying? So this may be dope. This may be good. All I know is as of right now, I don't understand it, and I don't see the big deal with why you're making these special courts and special jerseys, and what's the deal? This weird ass trophy they get.
Special courts and special jerseys, man. To the
I'm just saying. That's what it is. You ready to jump to your
it's all marketing.
Yeah, that's all. That's all it is. You know what I'm saying?
That touches on something too with this segment.
All right, y'all. We about to jump into the learn something segment. Let's see if this is this here music? Let's see what this is.
I don't need no music.
You don't need no music?
Purchase your tracks today.
Nope. That's definitely not your music. All right. All right, y'all. We gonna jump into coaches.
Technical difficulties all night. So.
No, we ain't have it all night. It was just at the beginning because Just went in here to hook it up faster. What's the name? It's 7:49. So leave time for me to do my shit. And everybody, let's listen up for learn something.
Good evening. Once again, this segment tonight is the joy of tournaments. and I'm glad we got a guest on tonight who can, like I was telling you earlier, who's a living witness to what it is like to play in a tournament. When it, once I like I was saying, telling you before,
I've
when you
played in a tournament. I've been to tournaments.
I got this.
Like I love tournaments.
I have this. As far as tournaments, when you're like he was saying, when you're a kid playing during the season, beginning of the season, you got tournaments. High school, you got tournaments going on. Shout out to the Denver Miller tournament, the Borgia tournament, the MICDS Christmas tournament, Merrimack Holiday tournament, the Normandy Christmas tournament, which is one of the best tournaments ever. If you get a chance, always go to the Normandy Christmas tournament as far as high school basketball.
You going this year?
I'm gonna try to if I can.
Give me a ticket. I will go. You ain't gonna give
Like
me
you
a
say,
ticket.
you got the college tournaments when the season start. Players love tournaments because, like you said, like you stated, as a coach, you're trying to get the players to play as many games as they possibly can, so you can get better and get stronger. And then that atmosphere, that feeling of going to a tournament and trying to win this tournament. You know what I'm saying? You there all day, you watching boys, girls, different ages. Just that whole atmosphere, that whole feeling. Parents, different rivalries start with different teams. And then, like you were saying, speaking about the uniforms, like when you have a program that's even some programs that are strong, some programs are weak. Some people have money, some people don't. But we always made sure we had a special uniform for Sundays. It's championship day. We coming out. We already got the best uniforms. But on Sundays, everybody know we coming in on all black because we coming to take care of business. And then the whole feeling that you get as a team and the parents, man, you just get fired up. I'll get fired up just thinking about it. But like you say, if you could speak a little bit about playing in a tournament,
Yeah.
like what would you say would be your most memorable tournament?
Well, we had a Martin Luther King tournament back in Toledo, right? And the thing about it is that everybody's there, you know.
Right.
So when everybody's there, you ain't trying to really get embarrassed. But the more you play, like I would say like this, when you playing at a high level, the more times you can play at a high level, it builds off of it. The momentum of you playing good or not even playing good, but playing at a high level builds to the next game, you know?
Right.
So you going to hit your top peak every time. And then once you hit your top peak, you don't have no time to rest because you already there. So you just keep hitting your ceiling every time. And then the good ones hit their ceiling and pass it.
Right.
So the tournaments is great because you really see what you got because you only play your best when you're tired.
Right.
And when you exhausted is when you play your absolute best because now you're playing off of body memory,
Right.
you know? And if you practice enough and you really got it, that body memory is crazy. That's when they call it the zone. And if you hit the zone enough times, that's when you become the man. And only time you become the man is during the tournaments.
Right. That's why when you bring it back to this NBA tournament, these players, man, that's what I've been saying, man. They are used to playing in tournaments from the time they've been kids. That's why it's that you're not going to find a player who's going to be like, man, I don't want to do this, because hoopers love tournaments just by nature. Because like he's saying, everybody there, everybody here. I'm finna show out, and I definitely if somebody coming in with a name, I'm trying to give him some work. And he definitely coming in like whoever out here, I'm giving them the business. Just to be able to see that, and then when you seeing guys who may not be pros yet, ain't nothing like being able to tell somebody I saw Sean Bradley. I saw Sean Bradley. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. With them tiny ass shorts on, super tiny. Came here at the Kid when they used to have the 7-Up shootout.
Tell me you got another name better than Sean Bradley.
Alonzo Mourning. Alonzo Mourning played LaFonso Ellis here at the Kill.
Those are two.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
when you talking about being able to see stuff like that, or seeing like local legends, things like that, all this stuff goes on at tournaments, and that's what It's just hooping is just built, man. Tournaments is just a life. It's nothing like a tournament. Like my cousin Rodney was saying, shout out to him tonight. Reffing tournaments, you getting a chance of you building relationships with refs, other parents, and other players. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Then when you sit back, like me, one day, and I'm gonna wrap this up. I'm sitting back looking at all these games on TV, and I'm seeing like 9 players I've seen since 8 years old in college now.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
That make you feel some type of way.
Yeah,
I see you getting emotional and shit. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, I feel that. I mean, that's real. You know what I'm saying? And okay. All right, is that it?
That's it.
Okay, bet. All right, here we go. Boom. All right, that was learning something, y'all. You know what? You are 100% correct, Coach. That is the reason. G Money. That is the reason why I love tournaments myself. That's the reason why I love sports for what you just named. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Do you want to hit this? You ain't got to hit this, smoke that little sorry ass roach.
That's good.
You sure you want to hit it?
Tobacco.
It's Tyson papers too. These Tyson papers be on here. No tobacco needed.
Expensive ass papers.
They're not even that expensive. Have you smoked one of these yet?
Yeah, I did. And then when I did, I'm like, I ain't buying that shit again.
It's better than them blunts, and it's
$5.
just like, no, they're not. You went to the wrong place. Anyways, sports and tournaments bring those emotions that you just displayed. You understand what I'm saying? Like what you just talked about, that shit happens in sports. It happens in different walks of life too, but it really happens in sports. And it happens at tournaments. But you know what the big difference, y'all, between that and this is? Between the tournaments that you're referring to, the tournaments you're referring to, G Money, and the ones I've been to, and this in-season NBA tournament.
Was it in season?
No, because there's in-season tournaments all the time. I look forward to them in-season tournaments. Shout out to college basketball starting up next season. Starting up next week. I cannot wait to do. We got to do a special college basketball episode.
Well, the difference is a lot of those tournaments. A lot of those tournaments are in neutral places. This tournament is not in a neutral place per se. Just the finals.
That's not the major thing, but that's one thing. But here, it's a slight part of it. But do you know what the other major difference is between the tournaments that we know and love and this one?
What's the difference?
They getting paid?
No, because now college basketball players can get paid too. The major difference is you don't have what you talked about, G Money, and what you talked about, Coach, being in the same area, being in the same gym for a weekend, for a week, and just everybody being there and you playing and you feeling that vibe, and every game gets ratcheted up and ratcheted up and ratcheted up. The more you stay in that turn, the more you hoop. You feel that energy every time you get when you're actually still playing. You feel that each game, and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger until you culminate with winning the whole fucking thing. You're not gonna have that with this. This is some shit that's every Tuesday and Thursday. You're playing regular season games in between this. The people that we have to have invested in this, y'all, for it to be dope, because, Coach, you can want it all you fucking want. G Money, you can think it's going to be dope and want it all you want, but it is not going to be dope unless the players are invested and the players are bought in. The players are bought into winning the Larry O'Brien trophy. The players are bought into winning Olympic gold medals.
I don't know what make you think players don't want to win this cup.
Because it's never happened before, and maybe they are. But all I know is it's going to be really hard to get hype and get down for a tournament that you play twice a fucking week.
No, it's not, because the reason players are going to get hyped. The reason players are going to get hyped, like I said before, it's December 7th through the 9th. That's when the semifinals and the finals are. If you have your choice, would you rather be going to Utah, Denver, Portland, or would you rather go to Las Vegas?
See, that is going to be that might be cool.
That's why these players are going to be playing hard.
That might be cool, but
and they want to win it.
But these first rounds of it, it's scatterbrained.
It makes these games important because you got to win your pool play. That's what the whole
maybe all the games should be in Vegas.
You can't do that because you don't want to deviate from the schedule.
Exactly, and that would disenfranchise season ticket owners. Yeah,
this is the easiest way to make it like a tournament.
Yeah. And then you know what though, since these are regular season games, season franchise. What is that? You got season ticket holders that are going to be disenfranchised from a couple games because those games of their team, if the Nuggets make it to the finals of this thing and are in Vegas. That's what? That's 2 less home games I'm gonna see of my team. That's kind of effed up.
No, it ain't. It's this. You get a chance to go to Las Vegas. You're gonna get the first right of refusal for the tickets.
I
You're a
didn't
season
pay to
ticket
go to
holder.
Las Vegas. I paid to see them in Denver where I wanted to see them at. I paid to see them in Seattle because Seattle need their team back. I paid to see them in Charlotte. I didn't pay to go to Vegas. I don't have money to go to Vegas.
Well, that's the first year. They gonna make some changes. I'm pretty sure they done thought about this, and probably by next year they gonna probably do something different.
They'll probably tweak it.
It ain't much to tweak.
Yeah.
I mean, you're thinking at it from a regular man's perspective. It ain't nobody who don't want to go to Las Vegas to see some basketball.
Summer league.
You know, no.
I want to go to Summer League, no doubt.
Well, personally, I want to go. It's on my bucket list because you got like 5 different conference tournaments in Las Vegas.
The Summer League?
No, college basketball.
Oh yes,
like 5 different conference tournaments going on at one time.
Yeah.
So
side note, since we here anyway, yo, Just, can I go past 8? Bet that. What are y'all feelings about the college season starting up next week?
I'm excited. I'm excited for it. We're gonna see what happens. You know, I don't got no expectations. I mean, I didn't expect UConn to win it last year.
Word.
You know, we're gonna see what happens.
For real. What about you, Coach?
All I got to say is fuck Duke and North Carolina because they ain't playing. Both of them ain't playing nobody. And you want to talk about some high ass tickets? Duke is playing. I think like Campbell.
Yeah.
Man, these tickets was like $440 for Cameron Indoor Stadium.
Was it? No, it ain't gonna be front row.
That's because they got that boy coming, ain't it?
Carolina.
Yeah.
That's next year.
That's right. He don't even come this year.
Carolina got a game the same night.
Yeah.
And they ain't playing nobody. And they tickets was I think they playing Ryder. And Carolina tickets was like $280.
Has anybody seen it? Was it Connor Flag? Something
Cooper Flag.
Yeah.
Flag.
Yeah, Cooper Flag. Yeah.
Is he nice?
Yeah, he's nice.
Yeah, he's nice.
You don't
But
make
he's
number
6'8".
one in the nation when you ain't nice.
Word.
He is.
But
nice.
think about it though. Like Wemby is already done set the bar, so he ain't nobody now. You know what I'm saying? Like they talking about he gonna be like the number 1 pick, but you ain't 7'5".
Yeah.
So all the hype that he gonna have is watered down because Wemby is the. I mean, you know, like it's just it.
Yeah. Ain't he a 2? He's a 2, right?
Nah, he's a.
What is it?
I don't know. I think he a 4, 3 or 4.
3 or 4. Okay. All right,
I think so.
See, that's the thing that Wemby got. The advantage that he got over everybody is the fact that he plays on the perimeter so much.
Right.
I mean, dude, like he's all over the half court.
Yeah.
And he's not logged to the middle.
Yeah.
But then when you got a big on him, he's like, oh, okay, I'm gonna give you this J right in your mug because you can't stop me.
Right.
You can't stop me. You ain't quick as me.
Boy, Drew Eubanks got nightmares. Cause that man kept top of the key. He was like in your mug, bottom.
You talking about Drew Eubanks with
the Suns?
Yeah. I thought you were talking about a flag. Okay, what is it? Me myself, I am super hype and I'm ready for college basketball to start. I cannot wait to see what my Tar Heels do, and I'm low key waiting. Not even low key. I am trying to go to I'm speaking into existence. Lord, let me get as many cheap or free college tickets. For basketball games, I don't care who the school is. I want to see SLU. I want to see SIUE. I want to see Missouri State. I want to see whoever I can see. Mizzou for the cheap. And please, Lord, make it happen because UMass. I don't care. Matter of fact, yes, I'm going home. I'm going back to Springfield, Mass, where the game was created. Thank you, Dr. Naismith. What is it?
I already told you I'm going to the tournament in
You excited? What about the women's side?
Hold on. I'm going in January, and in January I am going to a UMass game at Amherst, the best UMass. I'm speaking in existence. Go ahead, y'all. What?
I was gonna say, you excited about the women's side because the women's a little bit more excited this year than me.
Women's college basketball, right? I don't get pre-hype for it. Like I do with the men's and shit because I have specific teams. And here's the thing: the way college football is so jacked up now with conference movement. I think has that affected? I need to really take a really look at this. That's why I can't wait to do that episode because I'm scared it's really jacked up college basketball too. Because you got teams that are in conferences schools in conferences they've never been in before. This stuff is crazy. And when it comes to the women, I get excited about the women once the season gets going, and I see them play. Like that's when I get hyped. That's when I start getting interest in that.
It's looking like it's gonna be a repeat in South Carolina. I know that.
Probably.
But they didn't win last year. LSU
I'm
won.
just saying as far as them coming back and repeating them.
Well, I mean, I watched a little bit of the precursor, right? South Carolina has a whole bunch of returners from the bench that's didn't play a lot last year, right? All they starters went to the league, so they got it's not a rebuild. It's really just a fill-in. LSU got a whole bunch of transfers that was dogs from other teams, like they number one players left and came to LSU. You know, UConn, all they players was hurt. Now all they healthy because they had a number one class for the last 2-3 years and they all got hurt.
Right.
So now they all healthy.
It's weird seeing you. I don't mean to cut you off, G Money, but it's weird seeing UConn not be at the top. The top of their game, like because they've been dominant of the sport for the last 20-some years. But keep going,
right? Shit, but they was hurt, so now they best players ain't hurt no more. Right. So we gonna see, like it's really gonna be interesting. That's why, and then they got Iowa coming back too. That girl, the Caitlin Clark,
Caitlin Clark, no joke, she cold.
It's a lot more wide open.
Beast. So it's going to be an interesting season with these females. I ain't going to lie to you. It might be a little bit more interesting than the fellas because, I mean, I expect fellas to play good and dunk and all this stuff. Right. But the skill of these women is way more intense. I feel you. Yeah. Way more intense.
Is Fran still at Stanford? Fran,
say
girl to be
say it again.
Girl Fran at Stanford, the one to be dunking. Is she still there?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
She's still there?
Yeah,
she ridiculous with them dunks.
It's gonna be nice.
Yo, this was good, y'all. This was good. I think we got into the meat and potatoes of that damn tournament. And like I said, G Money, nice women's college breakdown, women's college basketball breakdown, man. I love the way you broke that down. That was dope. Thank you, sir.
For sure, no problem.
When we do the college basketball episode, would you like to come back for that?
Yeah, anytime, man. Let me know.
Bet. And somebody, man, don't you have some new music coming out? Like you got some?
Oh yeah, I made a song for my school, Jackson State. It's gonna be that new theme song coming up. You know, like the song for the school. So I'm trying to get that embedded into the school so we can have something for the. You know, it's from the heart. You know, like every school needs something that they can be proud of. So right now our theme song is The Show. What's his name? I feel bad saying not knowing his name right now, but
Dougie Fresh.
Yeah, Dougie Fresh. Thank you. So they've been doing the show for 60, 70 years. So I wanted to give them a little fresher idea, something newer. Just something that's homegrown that they can call their own. So hopefully we can get that going and they enjoy it. So yeah. It's called Jackson State. It's on all platforms. Very simple to find. Max Dollars is the name of the artist, which is myself. And, stream it if you like it.
Right. There it is. Yo, bro, thank you, G, for doing this short notice. We greatly appreciate you. This was a good episode. Coach, you got anything to say before we get out of here?
Shout out to basketball, marijuana.
All day.
Shout out to my grandson, Cairo.
There you go. Congratulations on that. There you go. Yo, this was a dope episode. In-season tournament. I hope it's better. I hope it's better than I think it's going to be because I have no idea. It looks kind of trash, but I'm here for it. Yo, for my man, Grant, the mobile locksmith, for G Money, for Coach Damon Hill, I'm OThaGreat. We out of here. Peace.